Well, hi guys and gals. We're here to talk about let's organize your photo mess. And so, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joanne Hall. I want to thank you for joining us here today on this episode of Let's Organize Your Photo Mess. So, for those that don't know me, I am an advisor with Creative Memories, an ambassador with Forever. And what that means is that I'm an independent consultant with two different companies, which allows me to offer award-winning products and services to my clients, customers, friends, and family. So for 19 plus years, I've been blessed to share my passion of helping people rescue their photos. With the help of my husband, you'll find me doing business as Everything Photos, offering total photo solutions. So in addition to working my photo solutions business, I enjoy helping to motivate and inspire others who share my passion. These are folks who want to build a business or simply, earn a discount. So it's if that's something that you want to hear more about, I'd welcome the opportunity to share more information with you. It's, whether it's part-time or full-time income that you're seeking, there are opportunities available with both of these companies, and we can look at both so that you know what your options are before making a decision. So currently I have a team of 21 in my first line with Creative Memories and 3 in my first line with Forever. These are folks that are spread out all over the United States, and together we're known as Life Preservers. We offer virtual events. They're posted in the event tab on our Forever Life Preservers group. Um, when we can meet again in live, we'll update the schedule. Our weekend retreats are still a go. We've got in the fall of 2020 at the Virginia Beach Oceanfront, as well as Surrey County, Virginia, the second weekend in November 2021. We have a 10-night retreat planned. We're in the process of putting together all the details on that. You can ask me for more if you're interested. We do have payment plans available on that. So check out our website or join our Forever Life Preservers Facebook group, or you can like our Life Preservers for Us Facebook page. So that's a little bit about me, my team, and what we offer. And so now the good stuff, because that's what you're here to learn about, how to clean up your photo mess. So I want to encourage you to pour yourself a drink, sit back and relax, because we are truly going to bless this mess. And we're going to get it straight, and I'm going to show you how. We'll look at some organizational solutions through both Forever for your digital images and through Creative Memories for your printed photos. So let the truth be told. You're not even sure how all this became such a mess. And perhaps these aren't even all your photos. Maybe you inherited boxes of photos and you don't even know where to start. However, this mess came to be yours, and so now you got it. It's in disarray. It's got to get organized. It's got to get sorted. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel defeated before you even get started, because I realize this appears to be a huge task, but rest assured that we are going to get through this mess together. I promise you that we'll chomp away at this. We're going to do it piece by piece until it's done, and that's my pinky swear promise to you, just like you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. All right? You've already taken the first step. You're here. You decided to start. So now, depending on the amount of photos that you've got to organize, this might take you some time. So you need to just embrace that this is really going to take a little bit of time. And before we get to organizing your photo mess, let's just talk about how we don't want you to be back in this spot again. This is a dilemma that you don't want to revisit. And so in order to do that, we just need to look at a few things. And I'm going to ask you to ask yourself a couple of questions. So think about how you're currently taking your photos. Are you using a camera or are you using your phone? How are you organizing your more recent photos or JPEGs? Is there a system that you can easily find your photos or images? Are you organizing everything or only those things that you want to, print or share? How are you storing your photos? Are you storing and preserving only the ones that you want to keep? You don't want to print, organize, share everything. You only want to do those that you want. So that might be how you got into this mess. How are you currently saving your photos? Are you saving all of your printed photos? Are you ditching any of the bad photos? Sometimes that's not easy for people to do. If you're saving all your digital images, you have to realize one thing. With digital, you're taking many more pictures than you did with film. So if you're not deleting, you're multiplying the amount of photos that you had before when you were printing them. So you need to be sure to delete, delete, delete. I know that that sounds difficult right now, but once you start doing that, you're going to see actually how freeing it is. And so future organizing is going to be a lot easier when you have less photos. So that is something that you definitely want to think about. Um, let's talk about the purpose of this webinar. I realize that this can be overwhelming, so let's talk about how we're going to do this. The purpose of this is to share with you general tips on organizing and getting your photo mesh straight. We're going to develop a plan to ensure that it gets done. I'm going to assist you in implementing a system for organizing, not just your current photo pictures, but all your photos and images from this date forward. We're going to develop a system for that. We're gonna there's gonna be accountability to ensure that you organize your current photo mess. So I'll do some follow up with you so you don't find yourself back, in this messy place again. So my hope is that in 3 steps we can break this down. Step number 1, we're gonna gather all of your photos. And step number 2, we're gonna divide and conquer. And in step number 3, we're going to sort. So let's just understand that you've got loose photos. When we gather those, we're going to sort them, and we're first going to conquer and get rid of the bad ones, and we'll talk about that later on. But this is the plan. Gather, divide and conquer, and then sort. Sound like a plan? All right. So, what you can expect, let's see this. There's not one simple solution that's going to address everybody's needs, all right? There's followers watching this now that are at different stages in their process. There's beginners, and they're trying to figure out, like, where to even start. I got some that are already gathering, and now they're at the process of dividing and conquering. And then there's those that are already have gathered, they've divided and conquered, and now they're beginning either the final step of sorting, or maybe they're in the process of sorting. And then I have seasoned watchers who are always looking for new systems or solutions. So where your photos ultimately end up is a personal preference. There's not one solution I can offer everybody, but I am going to break it down and do both your traditional photos and your digital photos so that I'm addressing the needs of everybody. So when you're ready, you can contact me to schedule time to talk about your individual needs and which system works best for you. But for now, just allow yourself to be educated so that you're informed from the beginning before you develop systems. Okay? So now, let's think about this before you start your project. All right? Again, it's going to repeat some of the things we talked about earlier. How you're currently taking your photos. Do you plan to keep taking your photos that way? Whether it's the camera or the phone or both, let's look at that, how you're currently taking photos. Let's take a look at how you currently save and store your photos. Are they printed and in envelopes and boxes? Are they saved on your phone and maybe even not even backed up? How are you organizing and storing them? And how do you plan to do that in the future? And where are they now? Are they, still on your camera, or have you printed them? Are they still on your phone, or have you uploaded it to the cloud? So think before we get started about the final destination of your photos. Do you know what the desired end result is going to be of those pictures? Because how you organize should depend really on the final destination. If you plan to put them in scrapbook albums or digital books, then you're going to look to sort them one way. Are you just seeking permanent storage for your photos and not really thinking about the organizing part of it? So knowing that in advance could affect how you sort and whether you use a power sort box or a Forever Storage account. All right, so is your current system working? Probably not, right? That's why you're watching. So what do you need to do to avoid cycling back to this photo mess? There's changes that you want to consider before you move forward. So what are you waiting for to contact me? Together we can develop a plan that's going to meet your needs. I'll leave this card up here for a minute that has my phone number and my email address. Feel free to take a picture of that so that you have my contact information. But remember, today with us are different viewers watching for different solutions. And their pictures are taken differently and they're stored differently. So again, both systems we review today can be used for your actual printed photos or your digital images, which will also cover not just your JPEGs, but files and documents that you want to store as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Forever Storage. And the reason I'm starting here is because we're in a digital age. And the dilemma that many folks here, especially our younger generation, are faced with is that they're using their phones and their digital cameras. And they're taking so many pictures. And these pictures are not leaving their devices. They're not deleting photos. So like I said earlier, we now have a virtual mess instead of a printed photo mess. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Abby here. It's a short video, but she explains Forever Storage in 2 minutes.
Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of Picture This with Abby. Today, we're going to talk about the center of the Forever universe, Forever Storage. Most importantly, we're going to talk about the Forever Guarantee. And if you haven't heard about our guarantee, here's what it is. We will preserve your files for your lifetime plus 100 years. That's our guarantee. And beyond that, we have a goal of keeping your files preserved for much longer. So let's get technical for a second. What is the guarantee fund? Well, when you buy Forever Storage, a large portion of that payment is deposited into the guarantee fund. The money is invested so that it increases in value. That pays for the recurring maintenance and preservation costs of your Forever Storage. It also ensures that your content will be migrated to new formats over time. The money in the guarantee fund is fully restricted, meaning that we only withdraw a small portion each year. The money that's withdrawn must be used to preserve and protect your digital content. See, the big why with Forever Storage is that we're really different from other companies. We care about your memories. That is our sole focus and has been since the inception of the company. We know that your memories are worth preserving. And it's important to remember that when you join Forever and you buy Forever Storage, you're not just getting storage, you are getting a home for your memories. If Forever Storage is the house, think about the other facets of Forever as the rooms. The living room is Forever Design and Print. The kitchen is Forever Artisan, we have Historian, we have Media Conversion, and all of those different rooms make up your digital home. I know personally I've been thinking a lot about home lately since, like I'm sure a lot of you, we've all been working from our houses. And I know that making sure my memories have a home is almost as important as making them in the first place. So why Forever Storage? Because we care. We're here for you, and we always will be. Until next time, I'm Abby. Talk to you later.
So Abby sums it up pretty good. And this best online storage chart might help you break it down some more. Reasons to consider Forever Storage as a solution. Storage space on your phone is really valuable, and Forever Storage it really isn't just for your JPEGs. Like I said earlier, your files, your important documents. You can store old media conversion. You can preserve important videos. Safeguarding files and documents is really important for our family. It's designed with a special feature, and it's going to identify duplicates. And your duplicates aren't going to get uploaded numerous times. There's a program that's built in that'll locate, preview them, and flag them that they're duplicates. So it's easy to use. You can add images to your Forever Storage account from your computer, from tablet, smartphone. You can set up automatic syncing from multiple smartphones. That's what we do in our family. So everybody's pictures are being uploaded into the same account, and then we can separate that out as to whose albums they are. So more information on Forever Storage, you can visit my website. It's forever.com/ambassador/Joanne Hall. That's JOANNE Hall. All right, so the chart here, when it comes to online storage, I realize there's many options available. This chart's going to provide you with the services available by your more popular companies, but how does that compare to other services you might be considering? Just be sure to familiarize yourself with services and know about the guarantees offered from each company, because it's important to understand the fine print when storing your pictures. And most people don't. You figured they're your pictures, right? But people don't realize that you upload them to certain sites and they're no longer yours. You don't own them anymore on some sites. And that's described in the terms of service. So it's really important that you understand the terms of service as well as your guarantee on any online storage company you're considering. Forever is much more than storage. Like I said earlier, you can read about it at my website. It's gone. I have it listed here at the bottom. You can email me. You can give me a call or text at that phone number. When you open a new account at my website, you're going to get free 2 gigabyte of storage, and you're going to get a $15 coupon. When you get to my website, I always tell folks, go to the deals tab. It's all the way on the right. And when you do that, you're going to find deals. Don't pay full price. Don't pay full price for anything. There's only too many deals going on for you to pay full price. But you can see how easy it is to share. You'll see when you get down to the deals page at the bottom, you'll see these little coupons here. If you forward those coupons, then your friends and family, they can also earn that 2 gigabyte of free storage and the $15 coupon, but everybody that you refer, then you get a $15 coupon on top of that. So that's valuable when you're paying for a product or a service, to then be able to stack all of those coupons and never pay full price again. Okay, so why should you purchase a Forever storage account? Because Forever really is much more than storage. Abby, I will show you another one of her videos because she's really good in 90 seconds just summing up the flexibility of Forever storage. So rather than me read you this chart, take a picture of it, you can refer to it later. Let's listen to Abby explain the flexibility of Forever storage.
Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of Picture This with Abby. There's a reason that we say Forever will be here for the long haul. Part of being your memory keepers is being able to adapt with the times. Well, one of my favorite things about Forever is how willing we are to adapt. And more than just adapting to what the times are calling for, we adapt to what you are asking for. We're not just memory keepers, we're your memory keepers. So at Forever, we're constantly making new enhancements to our platform. This ensures that we're providing you with the richest memory keeping service you could ask for. You asked for the ability to favorite your photos, so we did it. You wanted the ability to optimize your videos if you chose to, so we did it. You wanted photo prints. We did it. You wanted the opportunity to make photo books with the touch of a button, so we did it. You wanted the ability to edit the description of your file while still looking at the file itself. So we did it. We are always making updates, always making enhancements, and always listening to you. Well, listening to you on your own terms, of course. Because we genuinely care. And these were only a few of the enhancements that we offered within the past year. Together, we can build the best forever. Who's in? Until next time, I'm Abby. Talk to you later.
So Abby really simplifies that. Other things about Forever Storage, folks, it's permanent. It's permanent, your lifetime plus 100 years. When file formats get updated, so will Forever update your stuff so that it never becomes obsolete again. It's private, so there's never any data mining. They don't advertise or sell your information. You own your own memories, and you always will. It's secure, it's backed up globally in diverse locations, it's protected for generations. Like I said, there's a mobile app you can upload and access from any device anywhere. The mobile app is free. You can get it from the App Store or from the Google Play Store. And it's fun. You can celebrate, connect, and share. You can collaborate with friends and family. You can quickly create photo books and gifts calendars online. So there's really a lot to learn about Forever. Again, you can visit my website, www.forever.com/ambassador/Joanne Hall, and contact me when you're ready to hear more. I'd be happy to talk more about Forever products and services. So that's it for storage for your digital images through Forever. Um, Next, we're going to discuss options for your printed photos. Um, and that's going to be all right. First, let's go back to this. I want you all to give yourself permission because now's the time to ditch. And I'm not talking about ditching your photos yet, so don't start panicking. I'm talking about ditching this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm talking about ditching the shoe boxes and the cardboard boxes, these Rubbermaid tubs, the yellowing magnetic albums. Those are more unsafe than the envelopes that your photos come in. The lignin and the adhesives damaging, they're not photo safe, and they're not archival quality. So you want to get those pictures all together. What I can offer you through Creative Memories is the Power Sort box. Creative Memories, you probably need several of them, so talk to me about specials. If you need more than one, I can work out a bundle price for you for duplicates. But the features of this box is that they're going to hold 1,200 photos, and that's 4x6 or 5x7. And I can, again, help you determine how many you're going to need. They include 6 black compartment boxes, and each compartment holds 200 photos. And those photos stay contained in those compartments. So your pictures aren't going to slide down underneath each other. And then if you're a scrapbooker, you can just remove a component and not have to carry that whole box to a workshop or a retreat. It's going to come with 6 power sort dividers that are helpful when we get to step 3 for labeling, sorting and labeling your photos. So the inside cover, you can see that can be used for larger photos or memorabilia. The size of the inside cover is 12 3/4 by 7. If the lid space isn't large enough, there's other options available through Creative Memories, and then you could just put an index card reminder in that compartment so that you know where you put your larger items. It is made of polypropylene. The overall size is 13 by 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. It is photo safe, so it's acid free, lignin free. And other features that might be attractive to you is that it's definitely going to protect your photos from light and dust. It's a total organized security guard for your photos. You put that lid on the box and you just take what you need. You strap the that elastic strap up in here. It gets strapped onto each side of the box. So if you drop that box, the pictures aren't going to scatter all over the place. And if you've ever dropped a box of photos, you understand how important that is. So there you have 2 options that I can provide solutions when it comes to getting your photo mesh straight. The Creative Memories Power Sort box for your printed photos is $29.50 each. Archival quality, convenient for scrapbookers, and that's great for long-term preservation. And then we have Forever Storage. So here I'll give you a minute if you want to screenshot that. It talks about the prices, and it gives you an idea based on how many photos, whether the size of the storage you would need, and the price, whether it's a monthly payment plan you want to do or single payment. So, and we can talk that through. Just give me a holler and we'll see what works best for you. So Forever for online storage offers complete storage, photos, medias, files, documents, and it's convenient for digital bookmakers because it allows for easy sharing among friends and family. So when you open your Forever account, you can search my profile and then you'll see all my public albums that you can have access to, whether it's page layout ideas or other informational stuff that'll help with your photo solutions. So, contact me directly when you're ready to develop a process for your digital images. We can tailor a plan, specific for your desires. But today we're going to talk more generally about organizing your photo mess. Both systems introduced can be used either for your traditional photos or your digital images and files. Okay, so that was a lot of information, right? And maybe you just should pause for a minute, take a restroom break, refresh your drink, and let's just take a quick stretch break. You can always rewind and revisit the first part of this where we discuss the plan, and then take a quick little break because we're going to go right into steps from here. And step one will be gathering your JPEGs from all devices, all your loose photos, and your debilitated photo albums from around the house. And you're going to gather those into one central location. So if you're like most people, you got pictures scattered everywhere. And the steps to gathering your loose photos are just that. We're just going to gather. We're not going to sort. We're not going to get lost looking at photos because we're not going to do that right now anyway. You can look at photos. There'll be time to do that later. But it's going to take you much longer to begin this step of gathering if you stop and you look at all the photos. Your photos are going to be everywhere, and it's going to feel like a lot. So give yourself permission to start small. Because let's face it, at least you've started. Work on this step a little at a time, but set a schedule because you want to be persistent in your attempt to overcome this mess. Think about how much time can you spend on this. Can you spend time on it daily, maybe 15 minutes a day, or weekly? Or is it just monthly that you can set some time aside to do this? You want to set up a reminder and make sure it's set up a reminder either on Outlook, on your phone, in your calendar. It doesn't matter. Whatever method works for you, just get it scheduled and make it reoccurring so that you're setting time to work on this project. And know that you might have to adjust that schedule, but at least it's a start, all right? First, we'll start with gathering all the JPEGs into your Forever storage account. And Abby's going to tell you just how easy that is when I find Abby's steps, right? Because apparently I have placed this out of order. So let's try this here. Hopefully we got the right video. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi friends, and welcome back once again to Picture This with Abby. Today, we're going to talk about uploading all of your files from your computer into your Forever account. The first step is incredibly simple. Once again, you're just going to start out, like every one of these steps pretty much, by signing into your Forever account. From there, you're going to head to your library. Click Upload. It's a green button that should be at the top of your screen. And there's two ways to upload from there. One is you can drag and drop photos from your desktop into Forever. The other is by clicking Choose Files from my computer. Then you'll navigate to where those files are stored on your desktop and upload. Now this next step is a little bit different for Mac or PC users. If you're a Mac user, once all your photos are selected, you're going to hit Choose. If you're a PC user like myself, you're going to hit Open. That will take all of the photos you just selected and migrate them into your Forever account. Once those have finished loading, you can either hit Upload More Files or I'm done uploading. And don't worry, if you upload the same file twice, I do it all the time, our deduplication feature will let you know. One last tip before I go. If you want to upload a large batch of photos, hold the Shift key, select the first photo you want to upload, and then the last photo you want to upload. That will select everything in between. That's a lot easier than clicking, 100 photos individually. And that's it, simple as that. Until next time, I'm Abby. Talk to you later.
Abby's adorable, y'all. Alright, so uploading photos, JPEGs, you got them on different devices. You're going to want to go ahead and grab your phone and camera, the tablet, the memory cards, the computers, the laptops, dig up all those old photos. They even your old phones, they might contain snapshots that haven't been backed up. You're going to need to scour all of your other photo archives. That could be pictures that came by way of emails or text messages. Maybe you have other online accounts. But you're going to want to round up images that you want to keep. Your social media sites, your pictures on Facebook. Oh boy, did you ever try and download a picture from Facebook and the resolution's just awful? Let's listen to Abby as she tells us about Facebook syncing and backing up pictures.
Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of Picture This with Abby. Today we're going to be talking about backing up and syncing your photos from Facebook. It's no secret, this is a very social media driven age. And while we know Forever is the permanent solution for your photos, that doesn't mean you're not sharing your photos on other social networks. Especially if you're new to Forever, this tip will be great for you. Raise your hand if you've ever uploaded a photo to Facebook and then lost the file. Can I raise 2 hands? This is incredibly handy for making sure that those memories get saved to your Forever account without having to re-go through the upload process. First, you're going to log into your Forever account. From your Library or Albums page, click Upload. On the right, scroll down to Facebook Sync and Facebook Backup. Click Facebook Backup to run a one-time backup of all of your Facebook photos. This is going to work for all of your publicly available Facebook photos and will be brought directly into your Forever account. Toggle Facebook Sync from off to on. While toggled on, this tool will automatically bring any photos you post on Facebook into your Forever account. So the reason these two are separate is that the backup will take anything you already have posted, whereas the sync makes sure it operates on a continuous cycle. And you can turn off Facebook Sync at any time. To do so, simply repeat step 4, but toggle from on to off. Here's one more tip. Any photos that you import from Facebook to Forever will automatically be tagged with Facebook so that you have a way to find them in your account. And you can remove that tag if you want, just like any other tag. Keep posting photos, keep enjoying your memories, make sure they're getting uploaded to Forever. Until next time, I'm Abby. Talk to you later.
So once again, Abby sums that up pretty good. So now you've located all your digital photos, you've moved on to your printed photos, you got loose photos all around your house, some are in cabinets, others are in drawers, some in boxes, a couple more a friend gave you might be in your purse, or you got boxes in that scary attic, or that scary closet. The list just goes on, but don't forget, undeveloped rolls of film that have been hiding for years, you want to get those developed as well. And with Forever, you can convert those photos and upload them to your Forever storage. You can print them and add them to your printed photo collection in your Power Sort box. So that's it, folks. That's it for step 1 anyway. And before we move on to step 2, let's go ahead and take a quick break. If you need to rewind and watch step 1 again, feel free to do that. And then I will take you right into step 2. And step 2 is going to be divide and conquer. We're going to ditch the bad photos and we're going to conquer the good ones. And you're probably asking yourself, am I really supposed to throw away photos? That's probably alarming to you. But hear me out. There's certain photos that you want to get rid of. And I'll talk about those in a minute. But some people can't stand the thought of getting rid of any photos. And if you can't make out who it is, it's probably okay. If your thumb is on the lens, it's not going to end your world to declutter these kinds of pictures from your home. If you want to find duplicates of multiple pictures of the same thing, maybe you took several angles that all look familiar, because let's face it, when we take all these pictures, we don't intend to keep all of these pictures. We take them, so many of them, because we want the better picture. And so give duplicates to your friends and family members, or you can even keep a pile called duplicates. If you have small children, you and your children can use them, for craft projects or school projects. But let's get ready. Are you ready to throw out the bad photos and conquer the good ones? If you can't throw them out just yet, put them aside. let's explore what to keep and what to part with. Because here you're going to need some space on the divide and conquer step. And whether you're ready to divide and conquer, when you're ready, evaluate your space. Do you have a lot of photos? Is it more than the table is going to allow you to sort? Might you need to conquer them on the floor, depending on how big your project is? But here's where we're going to make piles. We're going to delve into the mounds of pictures, and it's going to come down to really asking yourself just two quick questions: discard it or keep it. Discard it. If you can't, it's okay. Just set it aside for now. If you can discard it, go ahead and ditch the bad photos. You know, the ones that are blurry and out of focus, where you don't know who anyone is and you can't get someone to tell you who they are. Those are not historical in nature. Okay? You got blurry, bad images, throw them out, especially if you have many others of that same event that are of good quality. The unflattering photos, I hate the photos that show all three of my chins. Those are gone. Ones that are too dark or too light, and now maybe you have your less than favorite. So ask, why do you keep in the runner-ups? If I don't have your answers to those questions, but it really is important to think about why. Are you going to keep it? If you're keeping it, why are you keeping it? What's your eventual plan for those photos? Did you inherit duplicates given to your parents years ago and you've already put them in albums and books? Then why hold on to these? Assuming these events are already in your scrapbooks or you've already preserved those, then you've already chosen your favorites. Pick out some extras and maybe save those in a power sort box, but the rest of what you keep should go into one of these groups. It should be permanent storage. It should be scrapbook album or digital books. It should be let the family or friends pick what they want. It may eventually be thrown out. If you scrapbook and you like to practice on tools or different cutting systems, you can make a separate pile for those. But remember, if you take digitals, you're always going to have those files, right? So we can get sentimental and mushy when we're talking about our photos, and I get that. But is it worth the space and the mental energy to hang on to all of them? So it's during this divide and conquer step that you're going to choose what you plan to ditch and what you plan to keep. And if you struggle with ditching photos, like I said, just put them in a separate pile for now. Okay? So folks, the good news is that concludes step number 2, right? So you're 2/3 of the way done. And before we move on to step 3, let's go ahead and just pause and stretch. Maybe you want to review and look at step 2 again. But this last step is going to be a little bit more time consuming in step 3. So go ahead and give yourself a break. We're only at 38 minutes so far, and we're almost done, folks. We're getting ready to start the last step. That's step 3, and that's sorting JPEGs and loose photos into categories. So now that you've gathered everything into a central location, you see the piles you've got to work through. Here's where you have a better scope of the project in front of you. And when we talk about your digital photos, they're in your library and your Forever storage account, and you can make a plan to sort them into albums. You can tag your photos with a description for easy finding them later. And so let Abby talk to you about tagging.
Hi friends, and welcome to another episode of Picture This with Abby. Today, we're going to talk about tagging and adding descriptions to your files. Now remember, you can also do this from your mobile device, but this is the way to do it from a web browser. Step 1, as usual, is heading to forever.com. Once you're there, head to your library or albums. It really depends on what you want to tag. I'm going to head to my albums. The zoo album that we uploaded the other week still hasn't been tagged. Once you're there, hover over the image that you wish to tag and click the green check in the upper right corner. You can do that for all the photos you want to select. So for me, I'm going to select the lions I see. Then in the blue navigation bar, I'm going to click Add Tags. I'm going to enter my tag name, in this case, lion, and click Add Tags. Something cool about that is if you miss one of the photos you wish to tag, you can always go back and add that tag and you don't have to remember what it is. Since my first tag was lion, it didn't offer me any suggestions. But now when I reselect this new photo I wish to tag, when I start to type in L-I, lion appears immediately. So I remember which tag I used previously. To add a description, go to your library or albums. I'm just sticking in my zoo album right now, and click on the file or image in which you'd like to add a description. On the right side of the screen, click Edit Info to edit your file name, description, or date taken. Click Update Info when you're finished. And you may have seen me do this in the screen record, but again, you can bulk organize. So rather than just clicking one item and tagging it, I was able to select all the lions and tag them at once. You can do the same thing with descriptions. Select all the photos you wish to edit, and it will add that description to multiple files. Click Save Changes when finished. You should always make sure to save your work. One more tip is that there's no right or wrong way to tag your files. Everyone has a system that works for them. Some people tag by date, some people tag by name, some people tag by animal. Whatever system works for you is the right system, and it's important to keep that in mind. And a second tip, you can add multiple tags. So I could say lion and zoo. Until next time, I'm Abby. Talk to you later.
So that's the advantage on the digital side with tagging photos. Now let's look at the amount of printed photos that you have and let me know again how many power sort boxes you think you're going to need. We can talk through. It's always better to err on the side of too many boxes since you can use them, for future photos. You can gift them. Maybe you inherited a lot of pictures from a family member and maybe you haven't sorted pictures in 20 years. Obviously, the bigger the task, than if you've sorted them just a year ago. So why is a power sort best for your boxed photos? As you heard earlier, they're archival quality. They're acid and lignin free. Storing your photos won't harm them. You can sort directly into the boxes for rough organizing, and you can call it a day. You never have to go to the next step of putting them in albums or scrapbooks if you don't want to. But I want you to, right? But if you don't want to put them in books, you don't have to. You'll be able to find what you're looking for in a power sort box or in albums in your Forever Storage account. So we're going to talk about suggestions for sorting. And again, think about the final destination of your photos, whether they're printed in your power sort box or they're JPEGs in your library. The next step converts with either process. You're going to make folders to start sorting or organizing. And so for your power sort box, you can label those with a number of the dividers with a number 2 pencil. You're going to write right on the divider tabs because they are erasable, but a number 2 pencil in the individual compartments of your power sort box. And then for your photo forever storage, you can add albums to sort that way. You can create nested albums now, or you can create nested albums later. So how you sort is a personal preference. And remember, you can always go back through a sorted box of photos later and sort into subcategories. And likewise, you can move your albums around in your Forever Storage account too. But for now, getting started, I would say the initial step of organizing, try 5 to 7 border categories to start with. You can choose from these examples shown, or you can find ones that make sense to you based on how you want to organize your photos. Because the sky really is the limit here on the categories, but you want to make sure that the categories are broad enough for the first time around. Let's see. So other forever storage users has suggested different ways that they store in their account. And here they started backing up their phone first, and then they created albums for years. with a particular focus, like, heritage, grandkids, or others. And then over time, she just kept working on organizing till she ended up moving albums into other albums. That's what we call nested albums. She also had negatives and slides converted and forever made some albums, so those are nested there as well. As she names albums, she found that Forever automatically organizes them alphabetically and numerically. So remember that, and give them a place. You see in here where she recommended the numbers starting with 00, so it makes it to the beginning of the list, right? And then for particular families, she ordered each family member by age, and then she did this by putting a number before their name to get them in the order that she wanted. I have them listed alphabetically by the family member's name, and so all the pictures can, I choose to sort them that way. All right. Then here she talks about how she organized the years into months and put the numbers 1 through 12. That just depends, again, on how far you want to break them down. In each of the months here, she labeled events. I don't do it that way. Like I said, I have it set up so that I can sort by year. Well, it's sorted, organized chronologically by year, and then my family is sorted by the family name. Here she's got albums for her grandkids, so she's numbered them with their names, and then she's also got projects organized, and you can sort looking for any projects that you make. So those are some suggestions. Again, sorting step is meant to be done rather quickly, and you don't want to let reminiscing slow you down too much. So, plan to do your walk down memory lane later when you're adding them to digital books, but right now you're just going to sort. You're going to label that power sort divider with the number 2 pencil. You're gonna want to look at a photo labeling pencil that you can write directly on your photos with. Those won't. You don't want to use a ballpoint pen when you're writing on photos because you don't want the ink to bleed through. You don't want it to make indentations in your photos, or you don't want the ink smearing on other photos. So the photo labeling pencil by Creative Memories, $3. It's archival safe. It's ideal for use on photos. It contains a soft graphite, so it doesn't leave a mark. It can be wiped off easily on your photos, so it's perfect to label each photo or group of photos. But it is non-erasable, so it's not recommended for paper. Just remember, you won't remember everything, but jot down what you do remember. Get a notebook or a pad or some post-it notes, depending on how much you want to write now. Again, if depending on the timing or the urgency that you need to get this project done, at least record something, such as the season, the year, the decade, other helpful types of information to put on your photos if you know it. Might be the date or the event or the people in the photo or the place, where the photo was done. So once you've done this, the big sort of your loose photos, way to go. You can label the outside of each power sort box with the category of the photos. You can store the photos in the power sort boxes all together somewhere in your home. They look nice on a bookshelf. You want to make sure you store them in a dry, climate-controlled environment. Not in an attic or basement or garage. Those can lead to damaging your photos. But that's it, folks. Step 3 is done. Getting started was the first step, and you made it that far. Just know that I can help you. I can help you with your photo mess. I know it seems like a huge job, and it might be. It just depends on how many photos you have. But as I stated earlier, and throughout, I'm committed to helping you. Set up your free, no-cost account at forever.com /ambassador/Joanne Hall, or visit my Creative Memories website. You can set up a free, no-cost appointment with me, and we can talk more about your individual needs. But Forever does bring your photos to life. And Creative Memories will do the same. So let me know When you want to learn more about preserving your photos, whether it's in scrapbook albums or digital books, maybe even, you just want to do cards or photo gifts, maybe wall art, or you have old media formats like reel to reels or slides or VHS tapes that you want to convert. Um, so, in closing, folks, I want to thank you for watching. I hope that you're now motivated and inspired to be organized and to organize your photo mess. Who knows, you might even inspire others to tackle their own shoebox or pile of photos. Feel free to join our Facebook group. That's Forever Life Preservers. You'll find us on facebook.com/groups/forever photos. Because I'm forever committed to helping you, my friends. I'm committed to helping you with your total photo solutions. That's products and services from Creative Memories and Forever, along with offering our virtual online events together with my team. We do in-person events as well. If you're interested in hosting so that you can earn free product, talk to me about hosting an online party. Those are simple to do. You just invite your friends. I do the rest of the work. However it is that I can help you, I do look forward to hearing from you. So be sure to reach out and let me know how I can help. Or just keep me posted on your progress. I'd like to know how you're making out. I'm cheering you on, folks, and I know you can clean up your photo mess. So this is Joanne Hall with Everything Photos. I'm offering total photo solutions. So until next time, folks, we did this in less than an hour. I want you to be well and stay safe and find us. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com /group/forever photos. Visit my Creative Memories website, my Forever website. Let me know how it is I can help you, and be sure to share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay safe and have a great day.